Hi you guys, sorry I'm not here today, but I just wanted to give you a quick update of what you should be working on and an overview. So this is today's adjusted Kuliana. You should be working on your ASAP projects. Everyone, no matter where you're at, should be working on your ASAP projects. You can be working on part 5.2, which is slides 23 to 25, and start part 6, which is slides 27 to 34. If by some chance you finish all that in class, you can work on any revisions to your ASAP. I have almost everyone's graded and feedback given on your ASAP slides. So before I talk about what you're going to do today, I just want to show you real quick what feedback looks like. So I have gone through your slides and given you comments on every single slide based off of how you did and what you still need to do. This student, for example, you can see that they have comments on each of their slides over here for part 3. And then they have an overview of their grade for part 3. Remember, each slide is worth 10 points each. So the comment here for part 3 says this is their grade. And they can go and look at the individual comments on the slides and make corrections. When you have finished making corrections, you can reply to this comment, this one right here on your part 3 or part 4 or part 5 side, whichever it may be. And you can comment and say, can you please regrade? I think I made all of my revisions. Okay, when you send me that comment to this, when you reply to this comment, it will send me an email and let me know that you're ready for a regrade. Okay, so that's how the feedback system works. Right now, this is the current grade that the student has in Schoology, but they can go back and make corrections and still improve their grade and get full credit. Okay, so working on part 5.2, if you guys remember, I had you do part 5, but only to slide 20, 21, and 22. Okay, so that's being considered part 5.1. Part 5.2, I have gone in and made some adjustments to these slides. Essentially, you need to read over them and complete slides 23 to 25. If you go and look on your instructions, you can see here that I put a little thing, see update in your slides. You still have to do everything that's on here in order to get full credit for these slides. Okay, but read over them, fill in the tables to the best of your ability. And that's something that you're going to be graded on next week, and we can talk about your project in specific once I'm back in the classroom. Okay, and then last but not least, just quick overview of what part 6 is. Now that we've studied classification and you guys have had a little bit of experience picking species to represent each of those major groups of life that we've looked at so far, you're going to do a full-on taxonomy breakdown for your species here. So that's what part 6 is all about. And if you notice, all of the slides, slide 27 all the way through 33, are the same content, same description in the boxes, but each taxa or different level of organization changes. Okay, so you're going to start by picking or determining the kingdom that your species in. Most of you have kingdom Animalia. There's a couple of you that didn't choose animals, so your kingdom is going to be something different. And for each slide, you need to describe the characteristics of what this group is. So in this case, it's kingdom. And make sure you put into a language that you understand. If you have new words that you come across that you don't know what they mean, you do need to define them. And then list 3 other organisms that your species shares this kingdom with. You can click here for an example. I'll show you in just a second. Remember, these are my selected teacher example slides. So you're going to do the same thing for kingdom, and then phylum, and then class, all the way down to species. Okay? I'm going to show you a quick example of mine. Let's say I'm doing this fuchsia flatworm. This is found in Hawaii. No one chose this one, so you can't copy me. I did not fill in yet what kingdom Animalia's character is characterized by, because you guys are going to go do that on your own. And then you would put 3 other organisms that are also in the animal kingdom. It can be any 3 organisms that fit into this category. Okay. The phylum slide, I went ahead and did because no one else has this phylum. So just before I talk about this, I want to show you why I love Wikipedia for this taxonomy. I looked up my scientific name and I found the page on my specific species here. Okay, over here on the right hand side, it breaks down your taxonomy for each of your different categories. Okay, and the really cool thing here is for Kingdom Animalia. If you hover over Kingdom Animalia, it gives you a brief overview, but I can go and click this link and it takes me to the page on the animal kingdom. I can read about the animal kingdom, summarize my information, and so on. Okay, same thing for phylum. My phylum is Platyhelminthes. Okay, I can get an overview here, but what I want to do is click on this page and go read about phylum Platyhelminthes, or the flatworms. So notice how, just a quick overview of flatworms. They're a phylum. They have simple bilaterarian, unsegmented, soft-bodied invertebrates. They are acoelomates, which means they have no body cavity, and they have no specialized circulatory respiratory organs. Okay, I'm going to read a little bit more about them and summarize that information. If you see that when I go back to my slides, I've summarized that information here. Phylum Platyhelminthes is characterized by, they have bilateral symmetry. I, as a science teacher, know what this means, but you need to define things that you don't understand yet. So here's an example. They're symmetrical on the left and the right side. Okay, they're soft bodies. That's pretty straightforward. And they have flat bodies because they are acoelomates. You don't know what that is, so we're defining it. That means they have no body cavities. And they don't have any special organs inside of them. Okay. Also, something interesting about phylum Platyhelminthes, they've got one hole for both eating and releasing of food, so one hole for everything. Okay, so if you are an organism and you have these characteristics, you're going to be in phylum Platyhelminthes. And then the last part of this, 3 other organisms in this phylum. You can choose any other 3 organisms that fit into your group. I just chose 3 that I thought were pretty. Okay, so that is your taxonomy slide. For phylum, you're going to go do the same thing for what class they're in, what order they're in, and so on and so on. And this is why I say I love Wikipedia for taxonomy, because they make it super easy to click to see your taxonomy and click and explore the different groups. Okay. All right, so that's all you're going to work on today in class. Everyone should be working independently. And make sure you go submit this ed puzzle so I know that you watched it. Work on 5.2, work on part 6, and then work on revisions. Okay, we will have some time to work on these things next week as well, but try to at least get part 5.2 finished and start on part 6. Okay, when we come back to class next Monday, I want to see you have a couple of part 6 slides done as well. Okay, all right, have a good day. Bye.